Hello guys, welcome back to Coding Cafe. My name is Mohammed Ali, and in this tutorial we are going to create a text recognition app using the Firebase machine learning kit. So here you can see this is the demo. At the start of the tutorial I want to show you guys that which app we are going to develop. So I just googled some images, okay, that contain text. Okay, now when a user click in the application by this on this button, which is capture image, the phone camera will be turned on. Here you can see it. I'm moving the camera. Okay, here you can see it. Now let's just take a picture of this, from here. So I'm going to take a picture here. Okay, now once it is done, that image will be appeared here in this application. Here you can see it, and after this you can just click on this deduct text button, and boom, here you can see it exactly get the text from the image. Here you can see it, and it displayed here in a text view. Now let's test it from for some other images. I'm going to click again on the capture image button. The phone camera is turned on. Okay, now I'm rotating my phone in the landscape mode. Okay, here you can see it, my phone is in the landscape. And now let's just click let's just take a picture, and here you can see it. Now if I click on the deduct text button, and here you can see it exactly get the text, even though you can see that the image is a little bit blurred. Okay, but it exactly get the text, and it displayed here, which is feeling happy and satisfied. So this is the Firebase machine learning, using the Firebase machine learning kit. Let's open the Android Studio and let's create a brand new Android project quickly. New project, and choose an empty activity. Click next, and you can give name to your application. So I give it name as text recognition app. Okay, and then all you're gonna need is, here you can select the language, that is Kotlin Java. We are going to do it using Java. Okay, and then the API level 21 is the best. Okay, lollipop. And then make sure that this is checked, okay, which is the Android new library, or you can say the Android X artifacts. Okay, it will be checked by default in your case if you are using the latest Android Studio version. Okay, so make sure that it is checked, and once then you can click on finish. So our new project is going to launch. The Gradle build is running now, and we have to wait for it. It will take some seconds. So our new project is created successfully. Okay, synced successfully. Then the next step is to come here to the XML file quickly, and let's design this page. Okay, so first of all, make sure to change this constant layout to the relative layout. Okay, and then what we gonna do is, here we need to, okay, so let's remove this text view first. We do not need it. We need an image view where we will allow user to snap a picture, or you can say capture image, and we will display it inside this image view as you have seen in the demo of this project. Okay, so it will be match parent. Let's give ID to it quickly. So the ID will be image underscore view for this one. Okay, and the next thing which we need to do is, yeah, after this we need to add our text view, where we will deduct the text from an image, and we will display the text inside the text view. So let's add our text view quickly. Match parent, wrap content, ID for this text underscore display, and it must be below the image view. So let's, you can say Android below ID, and copy paste the ID of each view here. Let's add some text to it so that we can make our design good. So it will be like display deducted text from image. Well, this is just, we are doing to see our design here. Okay, now here we need to change the height because it is match parent, and because of that the text is not visible here. So let's give size to our this image view 250. 350 will be, 400 will be good. Okay, 400 dp will be the height. Okay, here you can see it. Okay, And then after this we need to, below we will have our this text. Let's increase the text size. So the text size for this will be 18 will be good, or you can change it to 26, whatever you want. Okay, and then max lines will be 5 depending upon the text on the image deducted. I mean, it will display maximum 5 lines, like line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5. Okay, let's give it some margin from all the sides, and it will be 10 dp. Now the next thing comes, which is to capture image. I mean, two buttons, one is for capturing the image and the other one is for the deduct text button from that image that we capture. So let's add a button quickly, and let's start from capital B, the content. Now let's quickly assign id to it, and id will be capture underscore image for this button, and it must be at the bottom, so we can say align parent bottom to true. And then let's quickly add some text to this button, and it will be capture image. So when a user click on this button, we will open the camera for mobile phone camera for the user to capture image from the background or surroundings. Okay, so yeah, now you can design this if you want. Okay, it's totally up to you guys. I mean, our main task is to deduct the text from that image. Now let's copy paste this button, copy it and paste it down below, and here we can say this will be our deduct underscore text, which is the text recognition. Okay, so deduct text from the image. I mean, this is just the id. Okay, to make it unique. From here you can remove this align parent bottom. Okay, and now the next thing is, let's first change this, which will be deduction, deduct text from the image, or whatever name you want to give to it. Okay, and this button will be above the deduct text button. Okay, so all you're gonna need is just to type above id and copy this id and paste that id here, and here you can see it. Now if you want, you can give background to these buttons, like just for designing purposes, but it is up to you. I mean, you can ignore it. Color Android white, text size 17 dp. Also you can just copy paste this quickly, and after this we can start work on our Firebase MLKit text recognition. Okay, so yeah, now if you want, you can change this color just to differentiate between these two buttons. Okay, capture image and deduct text. So let's give it some margin from the bottom, 10 dp. So yeah, now we are ready. Okay, so this is our, let's go, just go to the main activity, and let's just quickly define all these things. Okay, so but we have one button which is for our capture the image, capture image btn, and then we have another one which is our deduct text image, or we can just say deduct text btn. Then we have image view, in which we will display the captured image, so we can say image view. Let's give it the same name, which is image view. Then we have a text view where we will display the deducted text from that image, so we can just say text view, text view. Then in here, inside our MLKit, let's just cast these things quickly. One is our capture image buttons equals to find view by id, or dot id dot capture image. Let's copy paste it quickly for the remaining ones. So second, we have deduct text button, id is deduct text image, deduct text image. Sorry, let me check it. What is the id of our this one? It is deduct capture image and deduct text image. Let's give some proper id alongside with it. Okay, btn, so that we can differentiate. copy it and paste it here now. So yeah, everything is okay now. So we have a capture image button, deduct text image button, and then we have we have an image view, then we have our text view, and then we have to give it ID. So for the image view we have ID image view, and for the text view I think we have, yeah, text display. So now when a user click on the capture image button, you have to open the camera and get that image intent, okay, and display it on that image view, and then we will move to the detect text operations, okay. So anyway, let's just do it quickly. Now this link will be available in the description down below, okay, developer.android.com/training/camera/photo basics, where this is basically the official site of the Android, okay. So from here we will use some code snippets for capturing the image and displaying, okay. So anyways, let's just copy this code. Here you can see, when you scroll here a little bit, you will see this one, take a photo with a camera app, and then make sure to come here to the Java if you are developing using the Java, okay. Then click Java and then copy it. So once it is copied, let's just go back, and here we need to paste this code inside here. Oh sorry, I mean not here, this is a method, okay. For I mean, here you can see private void dispatch text picture intent, to get the intent of that picture, which means to get that image. So anyways, just copy paste that whole thing, I mean below this on create, okay. Here you can see it, this is our method, and make sure to import this by pressing alt enter, or if you can click on this red bulb, import class. Same is for this media store, import class. Okay, now come here to the browser, and then after it we have to get that image content, that is that image basically. This is for, I will explain it now, but first let's just copy paste it, okay. Make sure to come to the Java, copy this on activity result, and then come here and paste it, that code here, and make sure to import this bitmap import class, okay. And one thing, you can just cut the static spinal int request image capture, control X, and paste it above here. So yeah, now first of all, if you see this red line below this on activity result, all you're gonna need is just to click here, okay, and click this red bulb, and make sure to click this one, which is add super call. So you can type this thing manually, which is super.onActivity result, okay. So let me just give some space here quickly. So let me tell you now what this dispatch tag picture intent will do, and this one activity result. Now here basically when we say intent tag picture intent equals to new intent, now what we are doing here is that basically we are sending the user to the external activity, or you can say we are opening the basically we allow the user to open the phone camera, and from the phone camera the user can now select a capture image basically. Now once that picture, I mean tag picture intent means that, okay, if this is not equals to null, then we I mean how we can get that intent. So the start activity for result, this is basically pointing to this method, which is on activity result. That is, once that picture is captured here by the user phone, we have to get that picture data, okay. So here we say data.get extra, I mean this whole code, basically we are getting that data, I mean that image, and we are displaying it on our image view, and we are using the same name image view, that is why it is displaying here, okay. So image view dot set image bitmap, I mean that we convert that image into a bitmap, and we are displaying here it on our image view. So this is just simple. If you do not understand it, I mean I explain it well, but if you do not understand it, I mean a human can make mistake. You can just read the whole documentation from here, okay. Take a photo with the camera app, this is the documentation for this method, which is dispatch I mean this method, okay. Here you can see it, and then we have to get the thumbnail, which is to get the image, we have this on activity result. So you can also read that documentation for your clear understanding if you do not understand it what I said at all. Okay. Now also when we use something like, I mean, to use external storage, or let's say location or other thing, we need to add a permission. So for that, let's just go to that link again, and here we have this request the camera feature. Okay, here we have this manifest use feature, and just copy this use this feature, okay, up to here, which is the permission. And let's just go to the Android Studio manifest, Android manifest, and then we can paste it here. Now comes the Firebase MLKit working. Okay, once you add this, the next thing is to just go to your favorite browser and come here to the console.firebase.google.com. If you have already any Android, I mean Firebase project, you can connect this new project to that existing Firebase project. But there will be many people who will be new to the Firebase, so for them, let's create a new project. Okay, so I am going to just click on this add project. Now here all you're gonna need is just to type your project name. Yep, you can give any name to it. Okay, just click continue and make sure that this Google Analytics for your Firebase project is turned on, and then press continue. Select account. If it is not selected, then you can just click here, that is default account for Firebase, and then create project. So it is now going to create a Firebase project for us. So our new project, Firebase project, is created successfully. Androids, click this Android icon. Since our project is Android, here we have to write our Android package name. Go to the Android Studio. Here we have this res resource. I mean Gradle scripts. Okay, here we have build.gradle module app. Here we have our application ID. Just copy this ID. Control C. Let's go back, paste that ID here, and here if you want you can give nickname to it. Let's say I'm going to give it name MLKit recognition, and you can leave this one, this is optional. Okay, just click register app. So yeah, now we have to download this Google services.json file. Here you can see it is downloaded successfully. Let's open that folder. Here you can see it. Okay, now what you're gonna do next is just come here and make sure to change this to project. Inside here we have your project name, like in my case text recognition app. Okay, my Android project name is, and then we have this app folder. Now all you're gonna need is just to the file, which is our Google services.json, which I downloaded in front of you guys. Okay, which is this file. All you're gonna need is just to drag and drop this file in, I mean above this, or you can say inside this app folder. Here you can see it. Okay, just drag and drop like this above this, or you can say inside this app folder, and then click OK. And here you can see that file is added successfully inside our app folder. Okay, now once you do this, just come back to the Android, I mean change this to Android. Now let's go back to the browser quickly. Next, now we have to copy this one, which is we need to add it in our project build.gradle. Okay, so copy it, come back here, and we have build.gradle project. Come here and paste it inside, I mean below this class path. Just paste it here, and you can then close it and come back to the module app. Now here we need to add some dependencies, which is our this one, apply plugin com Google GMS Google services. Copy it, and in our module app below this dependencies you can paste that line. Okay, make sure that it is this one, and then click next. Okay, so it is done. I mean our project is created, but one thing, I will provide this link in the description down below. Okay, here you can see it, this link, which is for using the latest version of Firebase, and we will be using the Firebase MI Vision. Okay, which is dependency, I mean related to the Firebase MLKit for text recognition or face detection and all this stuff. I mean machine learning dependencies. So anyways, now the most important thing we need to do is to add our Firebase analytics dependency. Okay, so yes, I mean let's just copy it Control C, go to the Android Studio, and here we need to add this quickly. So implementation, I mean it will be difficult to write it. I'm going to copy paste this implementation here. Okay, then put two single quotation. Make sure to copy this, Control C, and inside this single quotation you can just paste it. Okay, then again we have one more dependency, which is the Firebase MI Vision, single quotation, and then come here, search for here this one, com google.firebase.firebase ml vision 23.0.0, which is the latest version. Okay, so whenever you need to add the latest version, all you need is just to come here to the official side of Firebase, and from here you can get the latest versions of the dependencies for the using the Firebase MLKit features or Firebase database or authentication, whatever it is. Well, now you can just click on this sync now. Okay, and let's come to the browser. Our Firebase project is now created successfully, so you can just click on this go to console, and if you want you can just close this tab because we do not need our I mean it is connected. Now we can use the MLKit features. And if you want like to get knowledge about the Firebase ML kit, I mean which features they basically offer for the machine learning purposes, then I will provide this link in the description down below. You can just go through to it. Like you can use it for the recognize text, deduct faces, scan barcodes, label images, deduct and track objects, and recognize landmarks. Here you can see all the things they have already mentioned here. Okay, you can see it. So we are just waiting for, okay, so it is synced successfully. Now let's do it. But before doing that, one thing which we need to add is here you can see we have this recognize text. Okay, come here, click on that, click and draw it, and this is the whole thing which they explain here, which we did till now. Okay, and one thing which we need to add is to our manifest file, which is this thing, metadata. Okay, copy this metadata, which is step 4. Okay, and just come here android manifest.xml, and all you're gonna need is, now we have to paste that inside our application. Here you can see it. So here you can see activity, and inside our main activity, okay, you can just paste it here. Okay, so application, then we have our this activity, which is basically our main activity, and then inside here we have passed our this metadata. Here you can see it. So yeah, so let's come back to the main activity, and we have already write code for capturing the image and get that data and display it on our image view. So we have to just call this method here in our this capture image dot set on click listener event. Okay, so just call this method here. Now the next thing is to detect the text from there when user click on this detect text button. So yeah, detect text button dot set on click listener, new on click listener. Now in here we can call a method which will be our, let's give name deduct text from image. And now let's create this method. You can just click here, create method inside our main activity, and this method is created here successfully. Here you can see it. Let's just move it to the bottom, control X from here, and let's just paste it here at the bottom, just to make our code clean. Okay, before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. Now 99% of people who are watching this tutorial will be the students. I know that. We all know that there will be a student from colleges or from universities. So the problem here is that if we go with this latest version of the Firebase ML Vision, then basically we will be needing to use the Google Cloud platform for the Firebase Cloud text recognition, and which is not free. For that you have to connect your credit card with the Google Cloud platforms, to use their services. Okay, so we cannot use this latest version since many of you will be students from colleges or universities. So what we are going to do in order to use the free free thing, to use this Google this Firebase ML kit, this text recognition specifically, we can use it for free. if we downgrade our version from 23 to 16, because the version which is 16 or below 16 is free, but now above version from the 16 we have to connect our credit card to the Google Cloud platforms. Okay, so I mean we have to use it for free, so for that I must suggest that please downgrade this to 16, or instead of it the I mean the one which will work accurately is 15.0.0. okay, Firebase ML Vision, and for that we can use the Firebase core alongside with it, and the version for this will be 15.0.2. So make sure to do these changes. Okay, for the ML Vision we have 15.0.0, and for the Firebase core 15.0.2, and then sync now, because I mean this version contain the text deduction built-in class, or you can say the instance with the help of which we can do the text recognition, while in the latest version we use the Google Cloud Platform and the Firebase text cloud recognition, I think something like that, which is, I mean for that we have to connect our credit card to the Google Cloud Platform. So that is why we are not using the latest version, which is 23, for the Firebase ML Vision. Okay, so make sure that you do these changes, which is free, 100% free. Okay, don't worry, I will also test the app in front of you guys, and this is freely available. Okay, so yeah, now the next thing is here inside our text, deduct text from image, we can now create an instance of the Firebase vision image. Let's give it a name as Firebase Vision image equals to, and here basically we have to pass our image bitmap to it. Okay, so we can say Firebase Vision image dot from bitmap and pass the image bitmap to it. Now we can say Firebase, sorry, from capital F, which is Firebase Vision Face Deductor. Sorry, it is not face deductor, it is text deductor. By the way, we have already made a video tutorial on the face deduction. Okay, so you can also check that video tutorial. Let's give it a name as Firebase Vision Text Deductor equals Firebase Vision dot get instance dot get vision text deductor Firebase vision text deductor dot deduct an image and pass this Firebase Vision image to it. Dot add on success listener, new on success listener. Now here make sure to put a semicolon, and here let's also add on failure listener, so that it can also display error message in case of any error occur. Okay, so new on failure listener. So here all we will need is just to display a toast message, and we can say error, and then by using concatenation sign, by using this exception e, we can get the e dot, I mean the error message dot get message. Okay, also let's display this, I mean if any failure occur, so we can display that error also in the logcat. So we can say log dot d, and here we can say error and pass this e dot get message here. Oh sorry, not this concatenation sign plus, here you need to put a comma. Okay, so the first is string parameter and the other one is e dot get message. So that's it. Okay, now the next thing is to display the text on the text tube. Okay, so for that, first of all, I mean we have let's first create another method for it. Okay, which will be display text from image after the deduction. So let's just also make sure to pass this Firebase Vision text as a parameter to it. And now let's just create this method in our main activity, and here you can see it's created. Now inside here we have to get all the blocks of the, I mean all the text blocks, and we have to check if let's say the user capture an image and that image basically do not contain any text. So we have to tell the user that there is no text available in this image. I mean, we have to check it. So for that we can just say list Firebase vision text dot block. Let's give it name as block list equals to text dot get blocks. Sorry, and the name is basically this one, Firebase vision text dot get blocks. Okay, if block list dot size become equals to 0, then we have to display a toast message to the user that is no text found in image. And then in the else statement, what we can do is, by using the for each loop, you can say Firebase vision text dot block colon Firebase vision text dot get blocks. Let's just get the text. So let's create a variable text equals to block list dot get text. Sorry, let's just give it a name as, remove this. First here we can say block, and then here we can say block dot get text. And once we get the text, we have to display it on our text view. So text view dot set text and pass the text variable to it. So everything is completed now, but before testing the app, let's just go to the activity main.xml file, and here what I want is that to remove this default text from this text view. Okay, so inside this text, let's leave this text view empty. Okay, now the next thing is come back to the main activity, and whenever the user click on the button, which is our capture image button, what we need to do is to text view dot set text. I mean, we have to make this null always. Okay, whenever the user click back on the capture image button, now you will see what basically it will do. So now connect your real Android phone, and now let's just test our application. So my offer is connected now. Let's just click OK. Gradle build running now. So please wait for it. It will take few seconds. So the application is running now successfully. Here you can see it. Now let's click on this capture image button. So you can see my phone camera is on. Hope you can see it. I'm just moving it. Okay, now the next thing is I just Google some text images here, okay, just to test the application. So I open this image name, I mean, you can see it. Okay, let's just take a picture from here. So for now I am testing the application in the in the vertical. My phone is in the vertical position. Here you can see it. Okay, so let's just capture it, and then after it we will test it in the landscape mode also. So let's just take a picture now and capture it, and here you can see it, and this is the image which we captured. Okay, now you can just click on this deduct text button, and let's see what happens. So here you can see it is working fine, 100% accurately, one line for me. Okay, now let's again click on this capture image button to test it for other application. Now I am going to change the image here. Okay, so yeah, here you can see this is another image. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my phone in the landscape mode just to see if it is working in the landscape mode or not. Okay, so let's just take a picture here, and now let's see what happens. Now just click on this deduct text button, and here you can see it. Wow, I mean, it get exactly as it is in the picture. Okay, alongside with this quotation and this exclamation marks, my heart is always yours. So I mean, that is working really nice. That is really incredible. So I hope you have liked this video tutorial. If anyone is new to our channel, then please subscribe our channel Coding Cafe. Thumbs up for this video, And yeah, don't forget to follow me on my Twitter account for recent updates. Take care of yourself and bye for now.